Right, hi folks. So, just a couple of quick, I'll say quick, you know me. This might be another 20-30 minute video the way the things are going at the moment. Anyway, a couple of things. I've not quite finished editing a couple of videos. So I've got about two, maybe three more to upload, and then this one. Anyway, so on a more somber note, as I was saying in one of the videos you'll see in a bit, the company that I used to work for, Emergence, has now ceased to exist. So they're winding their company down, so I won't be getting any more work for them. The work that I was due to do for them, it might still happen, but there's a big question mark over it at the moment. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So whatever bit of work that I had one cohort left, which would have given me at least 1 day's work for the next 3 months. Just 1 day a month. I know it's not a lot, but that's how bad things were getting anyway. But at least it still would have been, even if it's just a minuscule amount of money, you know what I mean, it still helps, do you know what I mean? It still pays some bills and a bit of food or whatever. Anyway, so that might not happen. Also, I'm also owed 1 day's work. So again, it's only 150 quid, but you know, again, like I said, you know, as the flipping, although I hate using this quote really, to be quite honest, because it is a Tesco's supermarket flipping quote. Mind you, they might have got it from somewhere, I have no idea. Every little helps. Anyway, but yeah, so that's essentially my work finished, because although I'll get little bits from other people here and there, like Engage, not my channel, don't get it confused with Re-Engage, which is my channel, my other YouTube channel, but Engage, which is a similar company, organisation to Emergence, but they're as rare as hen teeth. So, you know, apart from that and the odd other thing here and there, like I said, when I did that thing for Claire Ritchie, now maybe something more will come from Claire Ritchie somewhere down the line, fingers crossed, maybe. But again, you know, it's all very much pie in the sky. It's a very similar thing with John Connolly's got a little thing in the pipeline that, again, even though that might take off, you know, the money apparently is in place for it and stuff like this, but there's a question mark over whether they would actually pay me, do you know what I mean, to do the work with him. You know, I've done work with John many times before. I've started the anger group, like I said, and what have you, and I've done all of that voluntary, and I was quite happy to do so. But you know, these days it's getting harder and harder to do stuff like that. Anyway, so in the meantime, like I say, I'm having to go through this universal credit thing, which that's proving to be really a minefield, at least for me at the moment it is. Hopefully I'll get it sorted out over time, and it will settle down, and I'll get an income from that at least for a while. But again, it's a long process, and it's just a lot of hassle and stress, and so on and so on. Anyway, so that's that. So that's the disappointing news, the bad news, if you like. There was a couple of other things which now, again, sorry, I swear I am getting, you know, I'm only 51, but, you know, flipping heck, I'm starting to really wonder about my brain sometimes. Anyway, yeah, so I'm uploading these videos. Yeah, the museum, by the way, definitely, you'll see, I've just uploaded a 30-minute video. I didn't intend it to be that long, actually. I really didn't, because like I said in the video, and you'll hear me countless times say that I was going to rush the video to try and get back, or to get to the meeting place to meet up with my friend, and that we would have both gone to the museum. Now, that's the other thing as well. When you watch the video, you'll hear you'll hear bleeps that go through the video at various different points, and those bleeps is because I mention my friend's name. and we had a little discussion about it at one point, and he was a little bit uncomfortable with me mentioning his name. Now, you know, again, for me, I respect my friend's anonymity through and through. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I've got no problem with keeping him out of my videos and stuff. That's his choice, and that's his what's the name, and I respect that. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's fair enough. But it's just sometimes when I'm talking in the videos, and you know, I'm not always thinking straight away. I'm not always mindful all the time of what I'm saying sometimes, because, like, you know, I'll get caught up in the moment, and I'll be talking about something, and there'll be 100 other things that I'm thinking about at the same time. And the fact that I was walking around that museum filming and nobody had challenged me, I must admit I didn't ask, because, to be perfectly honest, I had a feeling that if I asked, they might have turned around and said no. But then again, they might have said yes. But, you know, to be quite honest, I was like, this is an amazing little place, and I really want to get a video of it. And I didn't want to leave there empty-handed, to be quite honest. So I chanced my arm. Do you know what I mean? I chanced it in the hope that I could. But staff walked past me. I saw a couple of staff walk past me. They didn't say anything. So anyway, but you know how that one goes, don't you? From the Tate Modern. But anyway, so as you'll see, like I say, it ended up being a 30-minute video. And like I said, the bleeps halfway through is because I kind of got so caught up in the excitement of the museum, especially there's a certain part when you get to it. I won't spoil it. Well, mind you, you'll probably see the video before you see this one anyway. So, but it's just awesome. It's really, really cool. It's just amazing. So, like I say, I got caught up in the moment and mentioned his name a few times, so I've had to bleep that out. So, just in case you were wondering why there's bleeps in the videos, and like, well, what's that bleep about? What's going on? Right. Okay, yeah, now, actually, I'm actually watching it right now, actually, because I like to do that. I like to, once I've finished editing, once I've posted it on YouTube, I'll watch my videos one time, from the perspective of a potential viewer or whatever, just to see what it looks like, get a feel of it. I think I've mentioned this before, because I just like to see, you know, sort of like how it looks on YouTube, if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm in the process of doing at the moment. It's all uploaded, and I'm just kind of watching it just to see how it looks. Now, I've spotted something. Now, before we start jumping the gun or anything like that, I don't for a minute... No, actually, no, that's not true, because otherwise I wouldn't be mentioning it, would I? Because a part of me wants it to be true, to be quite honest. But I'm fairly certain the logic part of my brain is saying, like, no. I know I'm being silly, I know I'm clutching at straws, but nonetheless, it's intriguing nonetheless. Now, as I was filming round, there's a point where I get to the boxes, the little red boxes, with all the different spices and stuff in it, like nutmeg, and there was tea and coffee, and all sorts of different, you know, I guess it's all the sort of goods that would have traditionally come into those into the docklands and whatever. So as I'm going through them, just before I actually started investigating them, as I turn the camera around, standing next to a display case full of the tools of the trade of being a docker, working on the docks back in the 1900s or whatever, you know, with the hooks, you know, when you hook the bales of whatever it is, you know, the big bales of, I was going to say hay then, but it probably wasn't hay, or whatever it is, you know what I mean, big bale, they usually have in big bales, don't they, bales of cotton or whatever the heck it was, or sacks of things, you know, sacks of coffee beans or whatever, and they used to use these big hooks, didn't they? Anyway, so there's a glass display case with all the different types of hooks and paraphernalia that they used as a docker, you know, to work on the docks, unloading and loading ships. And as I pan the camera around, or as I'm turning around to go to these things, these things in little boxes with the spices, there's somebody standing right next to it, looking at some of the notices or whatever at the side of the display case. I didn't notice them. Now, when I was there, because like I say, sometimes when I'm holding the camera, I'm not necessarily always looking in the direction the camera actually is looking. Because sometimes I'll be like this, I'll be talking to you guys, but I'll be looking over here, and I'll be there, and I'll be doing this or whatever, and the camera will be pointing in another direction. So sometimes I might be talking about something that's over there, but the camera's actually pointing here. Do you know what I mean? I don't always realise I'm doing that sometimes. But anyway, so the thing is, I wasn't looking in the direction the camera was looking in. And anyway, I'm panning round, as I say, sort of thing. Now, I'm almost certain I passed this person. But I'm not 100% certain. And also what this person's wearing, it really makes me wonder. Now, I'm fairly sure it's a human being, and it's not a ghost. Now, that's what I'm getting at, that's what I'm hinting at. I'm thinking, have I caught a ghost? Have I inadvertently caught a ghost standing there? Because the way the person is dressed is just really unconventional. Even for England, do you know what I mean? Even for this country, you know what I mean? It's like, and it was a really hot day. Do you know what I mean? Now, you know, and it looks like they've got a bag with them, some sort of like shoulder bag, I think. I'll show you in a second. It's very blurry because, as I say, I'm in the motion of turning, you know, panning the camera around, so it's a very blurry image. Also, it's quite dark in that museum, so, you know, a lot of the images, unless it was a really brightly lit area that I was filming, it'll look very, very blurry at times, what have you. But this person is wearing a full-length dress. I mean, the dress goes right to the floor. It's not just like it's down to the ankle or anything like that. I mean, it's actually on the floor. Do you know what I mean? Now, you know, I must admit, and, you know, when I think about it, yes, I have seen women wear dresses like that, but it's usually at some sort of party or some sort of function, or whatever, out and about on a hot August day. You know, it just seems really out of place. I don't know, it just... And it's not an hijab either, that's the other thing as well. You know, like these on hijab or hijab, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, by the way. But, you know, the Muslim garb that ladies wear, it's definitely not that, because for one thing, as the camera, even though it's very blurry, as you turn round, as you'll see it, you'll notice they're definitely not wearing any kind of head scarf or anything like that, or head, you know, it's not a whole complete, what's the name like. So I'm fairly certain it's not like a Muslim lady or something like that wearing the hijab. You know, even though it's a dark dress, whatever this person's wearing, and as I say, I mean, it's actually draping on the floor. Do you know what I mean? I mean, this is how long this dress is. It's like one of those long, it looks Victorian. It looks like a Victorian long dress that this person's wearing. And as I said, you know, the thing is that the logical part of my mind's going like, no, that was just somebody standing there. It just happened to be some woman that, for whatever reason, decided that she wanted to wear a really long dress that day, and that's it, plain and simple. You know, nothing really that unusual. I mean, it kind of is in the sense that, like, because of the weather, and because I don't think I've seen that many women, even in the winter time. I mean, I've never seen a woman wearing a dress that actually trails on the floor. Do you know what I mean? I've seen them maybe wear an ankle-length dress, you know what I mean, that goes down to the ankles or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But not right to the floor like that. Anyway, I'm going to show you it, and I'm sure you guys, my viewers, will watch it anyway. I'm fairly certain it's a human being, and it was just somebody that happened to wear a long dress. But it just does seem rather unusual, that's all. And I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide what you make of it, because I'll show you now. I'll just give you a look at it, and then you'll see it in the video anyway when you watch the video. But you see, there it is. That's the image. Now, if I move the image on, it might... Oh, and by the way, I've just noticed there's a glare coming from the light that I've turned on to just highlight myself so that you can see me. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise it was shining on the screen that much. Wait, sorry. Let me just try and manoeuvre that around a minute so I can show you guys. Right, hang on. Sorry, let me so you can see the head of this person. Right, so it's still shining. Oh, for crying out loud! Sorry. I don't believe this. I thought, right, get out the way, lamp. Flipping heck. What do you have to do around here to flipping... Right. Oh, whatever. Right, anyway. No, it's still doing... What? Right, that's it, turning it off. Oh, man. Right. God, flipping heck. Right. Oh, hang on. Oh, I see what it is. It's that one there that's shining. Oh, anyway, right. Sorry, guys. Okay, so... Right, let me just... I'll tell you what. I know what I'm going to do. Actually... Right, wait a minute. Wait. I'm going to slow it down. Let's slow it right down. Right. Let me take it back a little bit to when we first... Oh, I've gone too far. Hang on, bear with me. I was rushing it a little. What the heck? I should have slowed down. What the heck? What's going on here? Oh, flipping heck, I've done the wrong thing, that's why. Duh! Right. Right, here we go. Oops, too far. Right, stop. Wait. Stop. Right. Look. As I pan round, you see, you only see it for a few seconds, literally. Now, I'm sure that's a real person. I'm positive that's a real person. It's just that you very rarely see somebody wearing a dress that goes right to the floor like that. I mean, don't you think that looks a bit odd? I mean, I know it's blurry. I know it's a blurry image. I get you. But look at that. Don't you think that's a bit odd? I mean, that is definitely somebody standing there. And I mean, that looks like a modern handbag to me. Do you know what I mean? Or shoulder bag. I mean, it doesn't look like it's from the... Oh, I don't know, that's just... Sorry, guys, but I think that's just a... It strikes me as odd. It really does. It strikes me as odd. I mean, I don't get it. No, that's got... I mean, that's a real person. That's a block... Oh, sorry. I mean, that's a dude there. I remember seeing him. I remember seeing that dude in a couple of other parts of the museum when I was walking around. And I'm not... See, I'm trying to convince myself that I definitely saw this person walking around. I could have swore I did. No, that's a human being. Yeah, I'm sure it's a human being. Anyway, guys, right, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide. Did I inadvertently catch a ghost? I suggest that I probably didn't, and that is a real person. Part of me wants to believe that it really is a ghost, though. I must admit, I guess that's why I'm mentioning it, because there's a part of me wants, like, a lot of you guys to go, yeah, it's definitely a ghost, Woo! Of course, yeah, you know, I'd love it to be like some sort of spooky supernatural thing. I've been into that stuff ever since I was a kid. Do you know what I mean? I'd love it to be the real thing. But sadly, I think the reality is that there was just some woman that decided they were going to wear a very long dress. You know, it's not like it's beyond the possibilities of reason or anything. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. It just seemed really unusual. Right, okay. I've waffled on enough about that. Right, okay, guys. So I'll catch you guys later. Still uploading a couple of videos. And when I've done that, I'm going to upload this one. And we'll see what the morrow brings. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.